for and I'm fine. I know, it's been a long ride. Got love, I'm trying to see it, so don't hide it. Don't hide it. Girl, don't hide it.
I'm Todd Grisham. The fighters are here, and they're about to get it on at the Lighthouse Theater. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd.
Ricky Hitman Hatton, fighting out of Manchester, United Kingdom, one of the most beloved fighters in English boxing history. Amir Khan, he's Bolton's.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing from...
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
This is one of those arenas where you have to fight or you're going to be found wanting.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Well done with that counter shot. Good counter punch. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Nice defense there to stop the right hook. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
Oh, man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. So I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot. Quick punch scores. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. He threw a punch and just got countered. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Hatton in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
You're doing good work, that's it.
Here we go, it's round 2. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice stop, but that won't score. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Which fighter will say no mas? How about that time counter shot? No rest for the weary. He threw the hook, didn't land. Beautiful counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
We can't be sitting in there. If we're going to do that. If we're going to do that.
Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout.
And there's the bell to start round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. With that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Good counter punching. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You'd like to see more jabs. Punch, counter punch. Had a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They exchange punches. And he scores with the counter. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout. Here we go to the 4th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Beautiful counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice exchange here from both men. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Hatton in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back.
I love that.
Time for the 5th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That punch landed. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Straight right just misses. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Straight right just misses. Both men step back for just a moment. That counter punch caught him clean. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Hatton in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a...
Get your mind back on the track.
There's the bell to start round 6. That corner has got... Hold it right there! Amir Khan in some real trouble! I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Swing and a miss with that left hook. It's all offense, all the time. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Swing and a miss with that hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Hatton in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Come on.
Here comes round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Gotta let your hands go a little. But wait a minute! And that is that! It is a knockout! What a win! When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
My God, what up, Carlos here? What up, man? Fucking put that ass to super shoe. He's beating me too.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it.
What up, though, Carlos, man? What up, though?
You know love is drug. If you beat my drug, can you up the dose? I bet it seems so nice, living the life. I bet it feels so right, living the life. Pills and potions, deep in the moment. Roller coaster, take my breath away.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be
Here comes the miracle. Not too many seats. And there's the bell for round one. Nope, that jab not going to score. Lands the jab. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero, the pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
What a punch. Catch and shoot. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Punch, counter punch.
Man, me, boy. You're going to have to come better than that.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think that...
Let's reset.
And there's the bell for round two. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
They miss with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Beautiful counter shot. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Let's get it started in round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good counter punch. Insane action. Couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Well done with that counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. Nice counter punch right up the middle. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Nice counter shot. So much firepower here. Nice counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second.
Yeah, take a little advantage.
There's the bell to start round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. There's a counter shot. With that jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That left hook misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Jacobs in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Let him get back in.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Good counter punching. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
A perfect counter shot. Called the score with the jab. That counter shot lands. Beautiful counter punch. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. That counter punch caught him clean.
I fucking this nigga is so bad.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominant.
There's the bell to start round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Which fighter will say no mas? This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter lands. The courage on display here is incredible. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Jacobs in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in.
He's starting to make mistakes.
And there's the bell for round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Nobody home with that hook. They exchange punches. Nice counter shot. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. And he scores with the counter. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
The straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo.
Fuck out of here.
Round 8, and we're off again. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Don't.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, well, we'll just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Crawford is dazed. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's go back to the drawing board time. A unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels.
I got
one is up
robbed.
there, one is down there, but you know.
I just got robbed. I just got robbed. What the fuck? There's no way that nigga beat me. There's no way that nigga beat me, bro. It's no way that nigga beat me, bro. It's no way that nigga beat me, bro. It's no way that nigga beat me, bro. I beat the shit out that nigga. The whole fight. That is insane, bro.
Fuck around, hate them bitches, suckers know I'm ballin'. But I've been moving all them fast, you know he hollin'. Bitch, that when I'm walking, extra steady callin'. My new bitch, Jeremy, know he fuck until the morning. They be saying that's my brother, way a lot, now it's down, I ain't convinced. Know they riding on the dick, cause the road poppin' like a bitch. Ain't had nobody, I was dolly every day, I reminisce. I had to do something to get rich, this shit go quick, we hit a switch. Had to get to it, man, that makes it not a nothing. Know that pussy wet it drippin', that shit bustin'. How you gon' fuck with me, you pop out of the sudden. Fuck 'em, I can't trust them, love me all of a sudden. Leave me alone, I'm fucking tired of this shit, just let me be. And I can love no bitch, but she know I'm a boss. Front of these bitches tryna act like I feel something, but they ain't shit nothing. Shit, if I like what you gon' already run it down, run it up. All these suckers faking love, I'm kinda done, had enough. Now they hear love, bro, name it about time, run it up. And I'm a fucking ticking time bomb, we gon' fuck it up. No shit, don't let them suckers know I'm ballin'. Me and my brothers moving past shit, we you haulin'. Baby, take off my mirror, jeans, I'm talking. Fuck until the morning, baby, know I'm dog. They be saying that's my brother, way loud, now it's down, I ain't convinced. Know they riding on the dick, cause the road poppin' like a bitch. Had nobody, I was dolly every day, I reminisce. I had to do something to get rich, this shit go quick, we hit a switch. Had to get to it, man, that makes it not a nothing. Know that pussy wet it drippin', that shit bustin'. How you gon' fuck with me, you pop out of the sudden. Fuck 'em, I can't trust them, love me all of a sudden. Yeah. She hit my phone like, babe, I love you, wait a minute. Oh, there's a time for everything, and that's the truth. You love somebody, then you turn into a whore. That love, she kinda fake, fuck it all. Now I'm lonely. Bitch, you let the kid out hanging broken hearted. Kinda crazy how the fuck we done on party. And I done treated you no less hit than a queen. You ain't really fuck with me until I blow me. My hidden suckers hope y'all know I hear you. Sitting on wax and doing shit, how I'm gon' feel you. Got his money with a new bitch to my left, to my right. Talking down, we come around and watch you flinch. They be saying that's my brother, way loud, now it's down, I ain't convinced. Know they riding on the dick, cause the road poppin' like a bitch. Ain't had nobody, I was dolly every day, I reminisce. I had to do something to get rich, this shit go quick, we hit a switch. Had to get to it, man, that makes it not a nothing. Know that pussy wet it drippin', that shit bustin'. How you gon' fuck with me, you pop out of the sudden. Fuck 'em, I can't trust them, love me all of a sudden.
Searching through this fog. Drop it down and tell her pick it up. Move on, I'ma lift it up. Stick shift, I switch it up. Slip and slide, she wanna give it up. But baby, give it up. Oh my God, she wanna chew it up. You know we live this fuck. After I fuck, push your titties up. I can't wipe that way, you know that bitch is way too silly, Brody keep the heat up on the side when this we chillin', I've been stacking all this fucking money to the ceiling, Bitch, wish I need a million, no a billion. And you know my shorty wet, like aquarium. I don't mean no disrespect when I'm in the guts, and I keep a phone tech, if you really want. God bless, so she did his fault. Drop it down and tell her pick it up. Move forward, I'ma lift it up. Stick shift, I switch it up. Slip and slide, she wanna give it up. But baby, give it up. Oh my God, she wanna chew it up. You know we live this far.
Rockstar, no Lenny Kravitz, I swap out the penny, got right with a dime. Told her I'm straight, idle spine. If you want wait, get in line. Going a day, she wanna slide. Can't roller skate, has to get in lines. Guess I'll wait, yeah that's fine. When do you fuckers gon' get these lines? Made you think, if she wanna link. If we in the sink, tell her bye bye bye. Bitch, I'm a scientist, I am not lying. Shit, I'm cooking up like a 999. Music, money, trees, bad bitches, yeah that's my top 5. I forgot one, if that boy he want smoke, then I better get hit with that 9 times 5. 45, not talking cold. My diamonds so wet, think I need me a boat. I'm spitting off top, none of this shit is not road. Come at it, got sun on my motherfucking coat. Saving that bread, only spinning shit Harley. I don't do subliminals, at me like Cardi. Shorty from Sydney, throw shrimp on the Barbie. Shorty a 10, you like lil' bitch a Barbie.
God bless, so she did his fault. Drop it down and tell her pick it up. Move forward, I'ma lift it up. Stick shift, I switch it up. Slip and slide, she wanna give it up. But baby, give it up. Oh my God, she wanna chew it up. You know we live this far.
Looking for ways to lower your energy use? BGE's My Account puts the power to save in your hands. You can see which appliances use the most energy, get alerts when your usage spikes, and track your energy habits day by day. These easy-to-use tools show you where your energy's going and how to keep on top of it. Take control of your energy use. Visit bge.com/myaccount to get started.
I'm gonna pull in front of this truck.
Cutting it that close is a risk you don't need to take. When you merge too close, a truck can't stop if you do. To be safe, wait to merge until you see the entire truck front in your rearview mirror. A few seconds of patience can prevent a lifetime of regret. Be the driver who saves lives. Learn more at roads.maryland.gov. A message from the Maryland Department of Transportation.
The Old Spice Summer Dudes collection features scents like chocolate.
Hey! Cereal Griller here. Cooking up notes of fluffy charred marshmallow. Low-key s'mores, high-key fresh.
Quiet barbecue boy, behold! Poseidon! Notes of ocean surf and sea spray. Hot boy summer activated!
Old Spice Summer Dudes, 24/7 sunny freshness with daily use. Shop now for a limited time.
It's with 'em.
Cartier flashing, break out the shingles, I'm trying to see action. Mama, what's happening? Told on me hazy, is driving her crazy. She know that I'm packing, trapping. The law of attraction. Run on my coattail, wanted too badly, I left it in Raleigh. She bugging, she calling a hotel. She know me so well. She know I'm looking for love in all the wrong places. I called her and told her I stayed in. She know I ain't stay in.
She know I ain't stayed in fucking up hotels. I cannot even go stay at the days and look at my face. Bitch, tell me who gon' be my fucking replacement. I don't know how many times I can say my heart is vacant. Put out a hand and glance like what the fuck, bitch, do you want me to shake it? I cannot interlock fingers with none of you broke ass. Like my post ass little internet singers. Pull out the bands or I can't intermingle. That's why I'm carrying so many singles. Answer gon' hurt you, you got some dirt too. Don't make me tryna see action. Mama